Alive and alert on the north side of the dirt. It is your man D-Real coming at you with another Be Real with D-Real, where edutainment explains it. And I'm just going to get to explaining because there's a lot to explain. But before I start explaining, let's do what we need to do so we can do what we want to do. Comment, like, subscribe, and share to the Be Real with D-Real page so that when new material comes out, you get it. If you're digging what a brother shop, put some dirt in my bucket. Comment, like, subscribe, and share because edutainment is what I do. And I'm going to be edutating on Black Panther Blood Hunt number 3. A lot of discussion about gods and vampires. Vampires we understand, but gods, oh my goodness. But we're getting a split story, 2 separate times. We're talking about when the gods decided to put their foot in Varnae's behind and the ramifications that come behind that decision. And simultaneously, we are looking at T'Challa's story. He's been sent by Blade to retrieve the temple of first blasphemy. And he's doing that with the help of a god, Ennead. Ennead has been making everybody hot under the collar because of the way she moved, the way she grew. We want to see Ennead. More Ennead, please. Yes, yes, yes. And as we left you last time, Atlantis is where T'Challa ended up, and the Atlanteans, they have no questions. They just start attacking because we already know the history between the Atlanteans and the Wakandans. Notice that headdress there. Does that remind you of anything? Oh, so subtle, yet not so subtle. These guys decided to talk smack to T'Challa because T'Challa has invaded, but he told them he ain't coming to do no fighting. And they're like, we don't care. And he's like, go get your king. And they're like, we don't need to get our king to handle you. We're going to treat you like our equal. Really? No, last time y'all saw T'Challa, he hadn't been blessed by Ennead. She gave him some kind of electrical powers and some kind of hydrokinesis going on there. And he just lays him out completely. And do you hear what listen what he's saying? I follow by conjuring an elemental volley with ease. It's a surprise that triggers a brief remembrance of the taste of Ennead's blood, because as we remember last issue, Ennead hooked him up like that, just like that, baby boy. And he said, I long for more of it, and perhaps more of Ennead as well. Ooh, and speaking of Ennead, it is done. And her and Bast aren't seeing eye to eye on things. Bast is getting impatient with Ennead. And look there, she grabbed her hair. And Ennead like, girl, you better chill out with that. That's your champion. That ain't my champion. You didn't tell me to go with him. She's mad at him because, and she like, I gave him some of my blood. What else you want me to do? And then we like this right here. This has been trending on X and everywhere else. Your dominion suits you, Ennead. The bow of the Nile is where you belong, for you are as slippery as a river snake. Her response, agreed, and as wet. Let's see what the gods are up to, shall we? Oh, Koku is burning the crap out of Varnae. We knew that wasn't Varnae, tough as he is, he's no match for a god, apparently. And Koku said, I'm about to burn you and everybody you know up. And he's just going nuts. And they're like, dude, What are you doing? You're just burning everything indiscriminately. You need to chill out. And Ishu decides, I'm going to chill you out. I'm going to chill all y'all out. As a matter of fact, I'm going to pass judgment on you, Ta, Bass, Khonshu, and Gekri. Ooh, a god passing judgment on a god. Okay, you got Ennead, you got Orisha. They are about to have an issue, but not just yet. What are we doing now? Back to T'Challa, where he finds these creatures who have been touched by Varnae. And they think T'Challa is food. Big mistake. Big mistake. But T'Challa say, you know what? Don't worry about that. I'm going to release y'all from worrying about that type stuff. And leaves them all laying there. Just like that. So far, super strength and element control. Is that when he's in water? Is that the blessing of Anuket? And greater than normal strength. I don't think T'Challa has ever been able to rip a humanoid apart with such ease. And here we are with the gods. The gods are getting judged. You are bound to this land, Bast. You are bound to this land, Koku. And Ty agrees to stay too, because the Varnae getting the vibranium was his fault. At least he's humble. Khonshu, you acted on the behalf of humans, so you get to leave. That's kind of messed up, don't you think? And he the one that turned out to be the a-hole. Bass is mad at Coco. She like, you want to fight so bad, I will kick your butt for you. And here comes Khonshu with some wisdom, and it will solve nothing. None of you possess the power needed to restore this land. But you are not without family. Ra's light provides to all. Only water do you lack. And they need Anuket. And so Anuket, along with these guys and a few others, become what? The Ennead, right? Right. Because the Ennead, if those of you who were paying attention, the Ennead or Ennead in general is a group of 9 things, or in this case, 9 celestial beings. Back to T'Challa. Now, T'Challa has found this temple, and apparently this temple is activated by blood. And the temple seeks to consume him, but he does not want to be consumed by the temple of first blasphemy, but it looks like it ain't giving him no choice. But do we remember? He was sent here to bring that temple back to Blade. And so he does that by telling the impossible city to teleport the temple of first blasphemy. Where? Onassis Reservoir in Central Park. And in Blood Hunt issue number 4, that is exactly where we see it. But T'Challa didn't get teleported. T'Challa thought he was going to die. He thought that was the end for him, even though he completed his mission. And he is hoping that he set something up that will confound Blade / Varnae. We don't know exactly what that is, but we read Blood Hunt 4 and we know. But before we get into that, to what we know, we're going to wrap this story up. T'Challa awakes with 2 beautiful goddesses sitting at his side. Mission complete. And she gives him more heart-shaped herb, which, as we know, fights the effects of vampirism, which is what he told us in Blood Hunt 4. Now, as I was saying, what's the mission? The mission is to get that temple back to New York. He completed his mission. Now he needs to return, and he's coming back with a plan. And if you read Blood Hunt 4, and I'm not going to reveal that, you know what happened. They're getting ready to square. They getting ready to give him one. Give him one what? Fight of his life? Yes. But if you want to know what the circumstances are that constituted it coming down to that fight, you are going to have to pick up Blood Hunt number 4 and check that out. I have Blood Hunt number 4 and I have read it, and I'm like, ooh, interesting. Let's wrap this little story up. Few Marvel books keep me engaged these days, and that's one of them, and it's about to be over. So fear not, though. I got more comic book reviews coming this week, and they are from indie comic book providers. Stick around for that, y'all. What do y'all think about Blood Hunt right now? What do y'all think about T'Challa's power amp? Is he going to keep that power amp, or is it going to be something that's going to fade away? Because I saw in Blood Hunt 4, he could have flexed, but he didn't. Maybe he doesn't want Varnae Blade to know he's got extra powers now with the blessing of Anuket or all of that stuff. So, and I noticed too, the art again, on point as always. Karimi, you doing your job, Mr. Karimi. Awesome. Beautiful, engaging story by Miss Cheryl Lynn Eaton. Thank you, ma'am, so much for this beautiful story. I wish with all my might that you become the permanent writer for an ongoing Black Panther series with Mr. Karimi as your artist. Look here, y'all. That's it for now, but fret not. I will be coming at you with another one of the mother ones. And until I do, y'all be good to each other. Happy Independence Day.